I'm okay if people are not okay with what is okay for me. I've gotten to that point. I think that that is the most liberating vacation that you can give yourself, is be okay with other people not being okay with what you're okay with. Don't tell anybody we upgraded for free to first class, but if they find out that like the thrift store people are in first class, we might get booted. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch, because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. That's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Well, they turned on the music, so we're going to have to end this real quick so we don't get copyright, but we're going on vacation.
We're going to Utah and then Arizona.
Super excited. We're going to Lake Powell.
So based on the selection that they had, we chose a charcuterie board because we figured we could separate things. So there's definitely things like a sourdough bread that we're not going to be able to eat, but that's fine. There's also meat, cheese, and nuts that we can eat. So we can pick up what we can eat and discard the rest.
Well, we're here.
And they don't call it first class for nothing. Oh my gracious. We had such a fun time on our Delta flight, and the attendants were amazing.
He was above and beyond, like well beyond
gracious.
like normal first class.
So, well, how would we know? We don't know. Like, it was just amazing. But so thankful to Delta. What an amazing service. We had a beautiful lunch.
Yep.
Although it's 10 a.m., feels like it was lunchtime. The charcuterie tray was the way to go, because then everything was separated and you could pick off what you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, we had points and stuff and got upgraded, but the way it worked is they sent us a thing like, what do you want? And it was like a choice of a sandwich, charcuterie tray, or like some kind of chia seed pudding. We chose the charcuterie, and we basically threw out the biscuit, and I didn't eat any of the fruit really, so I had the blueberries.
It had the most wonderful pat of butter. It was like the creamiest,
the butter was good,
fanciest
and it
butter.
was real butter.
It was really good.
I made my plate for dinner. It's looking pretty good. What do you think?
What am I gonna eat then?
I don't know. I made my plate for dinner, and hold on just a second, Joe. I want to show you the salad that I made also.
Okay, where are you going? I think some people are going to have something to say about the fact that you took all the brisket. What's your salad bowl?
Okay, I'll settle for a salad.
We're going to get in trouble if you're eating salad.
I'm just gonna eat.
Pork belly.
Yeah, it's smoked pork belly.
Is it smoked like a brisket though?
It's smoked like a brisket. But yeah, so it's in a salad bowl, so I think it should count as a salad.
Okay. There's jalapeno poppers over there.
Those are for the trip. We've just pre-cooked them. That
won't be happening.
I hope they actually manage to
survive.
Jalapeno
poppers.
Until tomorrow.
Don't worry, I may or may not have already eaten one of these. I caught you.
Pork belly, squash, a little bit of this green stuff, this lettuce thing, and some brisket.
What else did you have?
I ate an entire Utah burger before I made my plate.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm. So we are on the road on our way to Arizona. We've got about 4 hours and some change left to travel, and thankfully we stopped at a gas station and Steve noticed that the tire was a little bit wonky, so we're really thankful we can get the tire changed out so that we can arrive at our destination safely. And of course I have a giant Diet Coke because
so that we can stop and pee again.
Because we want to pee multiple times, obviously, on the road. This is a treat for me. I don't usually get fountain drinks very much, and I had such a bad experience that one time with Coke Zero that is actually Diet Coke, because I know I have big memory of Diet Coke, so I knew instantly this was actually Diet Coke.
So I've got the greatest flavor Celsius ever.
Ew.
Grape.
All you.
Look what I found. Cheese Witch.
Aww.
This is pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. And look, from the same company, uncured turkey bacon witch.
Oh my goodness, we've never seen that.
So, I mean, turkey bacon, we're not going to really call that bacon, but it is a piece of turkey bacon with a piece of cheese. Because cheese is life.
Now, I did notice that price on your Cheese Witch was not cheap.
No, they're very expensive, but they're still worth it. These are like $3, but I still really like them.
So we made it. Thankfully, Steve is like super prepared. So we had a backup tire because we actually wound up getting a blowout. And thankfully, Joe and Steve were able to get on the side of the road and change out that tire. So we're really thankful we made it in time. And now we've launched Steve's boat, and we are waiting for the golf carts to come and pick up the stuff to help us get to the boat. We're at the boat, and it is amazing looking. I'm so stinking excited to go inside.
So we ran up to the restaurant and got some food. I've got a burger that has like pork belly, jalapenos, brisket, Caesar salad, and we've got some wings. So good morning. It is about 7 a.m. Rachel and I have been up for a little while. We've been doing our reading and our prayer, and I think we're heading out in about an hour. The way they work it here is they actually have a pilot who comes and takes the boat out of the harbor, and they get us out into the open, and then from there we take over. So we got to wait for our pilot to come take our boat out. But it's interesting here because this is like a giant floating city. I'm walking on the dock, and you can see it's really wide. They actually run golf carts out across this dock, too wide. And the cover of these docks is actually concrete patio pavers. So everything you see on the floor, like right now it's rubber, but where we just were, those are concrete pavers. So it's really interesting the way they do this all. But it's been a great morning. It's beautiful here. Now we're just gonna head out and start our day.
We are moving, which is such an awesome piece of news. The second good news is we found out that the shower system is actually fed by like the lake water, and it purifies it. So unlimited showers.
They were not supposed to tell you that.
On this trip. So stinking excited about both of those details. So Steve brought his boat, so we're going to like jump off the houseboat and get onto his boat.
You're jumping in the water. How's the water, honey?
It's cold. I did it.
You did it. Are you going to go on the kneeboard?
I want to watch them do it. Right now, I'm just here to hold the boat down.
We're going to get you up on that board. Rachel.
We're playing in the tube. We're trying to get situated, but now we're drifting away. Can you come get us?
All right. This thing is really, really rad. Ready? Wait. You should do it backwards. Oh no, I'm too afraid to do it. I mean, I'll get more exciting as the week goes on, I'm sure.
Ready?
Yep.
Set, go!
Okay, so I am going to go down. But we're going to throw Rachel the camera.
I was not expecting you to face first. Woohoo!
Okay, so try getting a running start on it.
And go down it fast.
Ow! Like I did.
Do a handstand! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Do not do that, Joe Stauffer. Oh gosh, Joe. Jeez.
Wow. When you don't know it's coming, so you get like a belly chop on your back. You didn't tell me about that part.
Hey, you got me wet.
We've had a lot of functional fitness on this trip because there is 2 stories and you have to climb up the stairs, and we need to bring things like a table, a chair, like all of the things for the food.
We also had to dig a bunch of holes.
And we've dug a bunch of holes. But nothing has felt like work. It's been lovely because we needed a table to play cards on and we needed chairs for breakfast. So it's been really, really fun to get our workouts in because we were just gonna have fun today. We had the greatest day today. We floated around, we rode in the boat. As you can see, I got plenty of sun today. And now we're gonna enjoy some delicious food. I still have avocados all over my hands, but we've got avocado on top of burgers. I've got, we call it a dead egg. I love how they call it a dead egg. So if it's not runny, it's a hard yolk. It's a dead egg. Yeah, lettuce, cucumber, some ranch dressing.
Can I see all your fingers? Because Rachel helped cook. She has all her fingers. But you didn't cut any of your fingers off.
I did.
Good job. Okay, so I have 2 eggs, 1 dead egg because that's what was left, and 1 properly cooked egg.
Where it's runny.
I've got some yellow squash, a couple of burgers, and cheese. What are you doing?
We are heading out while it's still nice and cool in the morning. What is it, like 7 or so? 7:30. It's 8:30. Oh, 8:30. Okay. That's the best part of vacation is I don't know what day it is and I don't know what time it is.
My phone says 7:30 if that makes you feel any better.
It is cool o'clock still. So we are going to go on a little hike, and we were just talking about the water levels going down because yesterday the water was right here. Like we couldn't be standing here and have dry shoes. But the water level is going down. So we're definitely praying that they have another good winter and get lots of extra water. But we're gonna go on a hike and enjoy exploring a little bit.
Here is everybody walking. Max is with us, Chris is with us, Holly, Rachel, and looks like Kate. And me. Look at this Floridian climbing the red rock.
Wow, look at this!
And keep going diagonal a little bit because there's a bump up here. There you go.
Wow! That feels like accomplishment right there.
You should see the cave.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And then there's a stepping stool right here and right there.
Wow! See, somebody who has gone before me made it so much easier to get to my goal.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the problem is you can't really tell from here how high we really are.
No.
Because you are so tiny right there.
We were tiny. You guys were really up high. These ants are on fire. We're making breakfast for everyone. All the meats. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. When you cook, you don't have to tell anybody how much quantity you have. So if some are missing,
nobody knows.
Nobody knows that.
That's the chef's prerogative. I'll just take this section here.
Yeah. We'll serve all the ones that are standing up and we'll eat all the ones that are sitting down. I like this idea.
Yeah, I like it too.
Look at how big these rocks are. You can't really appreciate it unless you see Chris Bear over there next to that rock, which the rock looked tiny when we were in the boat coming over here. But like, look how little Chris Bear is. He's a tiny ant compared to that formation. And that is a tiny rock surrounded by this vastness.
How's the water?
It is pretty awesome to be able to swim in a lake and
be fairly confident that you're not going to run into an animal that's going to sting you or bite you or eat you all together. Like, this is the most confident I've been in lake water. Back home, you're thinking I'm going to step in an alligator nest or there's going to be a water moccasin, but here it's just like enjoy the water. So there's Joe just sitting on the Hot Nanas Club. How is it?
Not a bad place to be.
Not a bad place to be, says Joe Stauffer. Yep, that's the HNC, the Hot Nanas Club, which I am a part of.
What you got there?
The best thing ever. Steak. It's what's for dinner.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium, honestly. Like medium to medium rare. Like I don't want it still mooing. I mean, but medium rare, depending on who's, cooking it. Like I like it with this moist pink center, but I do like it nice and charred on the outside. Steve cooks a mean steak. Like there's a reason why he's on steak night, because he's awesome. I'm drooling as I'm even thinking about this.
I've just hunkered down and things are blowing around me. I am pinned up against the bar because unfortunately I'm up on top when the storm came through. Okay, I have to add this. The lawn chair is now on
Blew up over and landed on
top of the solar panels. And the solar panels were in the middle of that deck.
They were over there. And then the Lowrance up on top actually blew over. We fixed that. Fortunately, the Starlink did not go anywhere.
Starlink stayed.
We actually pulled
But
it down.
the little thing that's
that-
supposed to
that
be
up
on
there-
top of that tower is no longer on the tower.
I thought boys really like digging holes in the sand.
Not in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Actually, it's only 8.
it is a lightning storm, isn't it?
It's 9:22.
Well, my watch is Arizona time right now.
3 minutes for the thunder to hit us.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning. So we got up this morning after our tumultuous night
Oh my gosh.
in trying to get the dock and get the boat all beach back up. And afterwards, we had another storm roll through and it pulled back out. And we finally decided to sit down. Well, you know what? There's nothing we can do. Nobody's getting hit by lightning, and we prayed. And then this morning we woke up and everything was perfect.
It really makes you thankful for just all of those days that you don't have unrest, right? It's like you have a storm in life and you're so focused in that moment on that storm.
Yeah.
But when you're not having a storm, you forget to just be thankful that everything is fine. So if you're not experiencing a storm right now, take a moment to just be thankful that everything is fine. Sometimes we're like, oh, it's so boring. It's not boring. It's nice and predictable. I like that, right?
So we ran over to the marina, we gassed up Steve's boat, we filled up all the gas cans, and now we're going to someplace called
Antelope Canyon.
Antelope Canyon, and then we're going to go to a place called Rainbow Bridge.
And I have treated myself to a Diet Coke bigger than my head. I actually really like...
Somebody's going to say something about the fact that we're drinking Diet Coke.
I'm okay if people are not okay with what is okay for me. I've gotten to that point. I think that is the most liberating vacation that you can give yourself, is be okay with other people not being okay with what you're okay with.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
Rachel, are you peeing?
Maybe. I'm gonna fill up this canyon with Diet Coke.
Not as long as Joe can. Or Rachel, apparently.
So that is the sweetest thing ever. There is like a small herd of wild horses that's here in this like canyon area. Just absolutely amazing to see wild horses. How cool is that?
You don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready.
This is so overwhelmingly beautiful. I can't stop crying, but it's just so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful to be here and to be able to see this, and it's just blowing my mind right now.
What do you got?
Okay, so we brought a coolers full of shenanigans. So we've got some ham,
Lunch.
baby Swiss, bacon jerky,
Squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
cheese curds, otherwise known as squeaky cheese, and
Well, I learned the reason it's squeaky cheese is when you leave it out of the refrigerator for a few days. Then you eat it. If you put it in the refrigerator, it's no longer squeaky cheese.
Oh, how interesting.
It is hot, but
then you
it
got some
doesn't
nuts.
feel hot. You just feel the sun beaming down on you, like literally burning you. But like temperature-wise, at least for me, it doesn't feel hot, but I know it's hotter than it is at home.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm pretty
It's a
comfortable.
dry heat.
It's a dry heat. It's super echoey in here. Hello! Echo! You think the kids can hear from here?
Possibly.
Caleb! Take the garbage out! So you're gonna go cool off?
Yeah, I know we just stopped and jumped in the water, but I love being in the water. I could live in the water. You know, when we go camping, I always want to go someplace that has a whole bunch of water because then it's fun. And I don't want to go someplace where you can stare at the water. It's like, I hate the beach. If I go to the beach, I want to be in the water, but I don't want to lay on the beach. It's just no fun to me. It's like either be in the water or go home. So since we've stopped, I'm going to go jump in the water.
Go jump in the lake, Joe.
Where are you going, honey?
I'm out of here. I can't take it anymore. Too much community.
Rachel took a swim over to a rock.
Wow, Rachel, you're treading water so well.
So keto has been so amazing. It has actually caused me to be able to walk on top of water. Just kidding. We found a rock. But it is pretty cool that we can stand in the middle of the lake and feel like we are just floating on top of the water. I'm about to make you so proud.
Why?
Because I'm gonna take a professional grade nap right now.
Are you tired?
I am, like, I'm just super relaxed and
Water
feel
tired.
amazing. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna take advantage of the fact that we can nap like toddlers right now.
Rachel, what are you doing?
I'm cooling off.
Are you hot?
Yeah.
I mean, you are hot, but
I don't feel like I'm like sexy hot. I feel like
well,
I'm
you are.
just, like thermal hot. But this is really helping a lot.
Well, you're sitting in the water
As long as I can get near water, it doesn't matter what the temperature is outside.
and you're on the shady side of the boat because right now there is no shade anywhere, even with the awning over the top of us because of the angle of the sun.
I'm feeling much better. I got some Keto Chow electrolyte tablets inside of my belly and some good water, and I feel really much better.
It is dinner time, and we're having some salad, some asparagus, some keto lasagna with lots of cheese. What else is in here?
It's got
Cottage
ground
cheese.
beef and cottage cheese and cream cheese and mozzarella cheese and Rouse sauce and seasonings.
And I am actually really hot, and I'm too lazy to go back downstairs. I'm going to drink a Powerade Zero. Rachel is actually just cooling off. She's like, she wants to skip eating because I think just the heat is getting to her. So she's going to maybe eat a little bit later, but right now she's going to just sit in the water while the rest of us eat.
So we are on our way to Rainbow Bridge today, is that right?
That's right.
It's a good stretch of the boat.
It's about a 2-hour boat ride. It's about 50 miles.
But we're already starting to see some beautiful arches and just cutouts in the rock that is just so amazing. Okay, so now we are going through this canyon area, and it is much deeper here than it is wide. There is 105 feet of water is what we're traveling through right now. It's beautiful, but there's lots of sign that's like, don't swim.
So right now we're going through a canyon. Rachel loves the name. It's called the Birth Canal Canyon. It's very narrow, and again, it is very deep. Did you go potty?
I did. That's the most beautiful thing. Like, talk about the oasis in the desert is finding the potty when you're getting off of the boat. Something really cool happened as we were docking. We had some extra gas, and Steve was saying, why do we have this extra gas? Maybe we didn't need all this extra gas.
Yeah, because we burned just less than a half a tank to get here, which means we have a half a tank to get back, which would get us back just with enough, but we brought an extra 20 gallons just in case.
But we were really glad we did, because there was another boater here with their family that didn't have enough gas to get back, and so we had enough that we could share. So sometimes, you know, you're thinking like, why am I doing all of this extra prep, or why am I doing all this little bit of extra work? It may be so that you can be a blessing to somebody else. It's kind of amazing that we're even able to do this walk. I mean, obviously we're in much different elevation than we are in Florida, but it just feels so victorious that we can do new things, and a hike like this is really just very empowering. So we walked so that we could see this. Look at how beautiful this Rainbow Bridge is.
Well, we're gonna get a lot closer.
Wow, look at this. Amazing. This little circular cavern. Just amazing to look at. Just absolutely breathtaking views. We're completely surrounded on all sides. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Do you realize that 6 years ago, we could not have done this?
There's no way. We would not have the stamina. We wouldn't be able to walk. You did not have the mobility.
I may have gotten there, but I certainly wouldn't get back.
No.
So back in the day, when the water level actually was even higher, the dock that we stopped at would have been here.
Oh, wow.
So a lot shorter walk. In fact, my dad has a photo of a houseboat almost underneath Rainbow Bridge. You're not supposed to go underneath Rainbow Bridge. It's a sacred place for the Native Americans. So, but you can get up close to it.
So we are in really a sacred place, Rainbow Bridge. So excited to be here, but we are super, super thinking about how you don't want to put off doing things until later. As Chris is describing what this area looked like when he was young and how the water table was so much higher. We're really walking on areas that used to be covered with water.
Only about 30 years ago.
And things are changing. Things are changing rapidly. So when you think about, well, you know, I'll put off getting my health together later, or, you know, I'll do the right thing later on. Later on can make a huge, huge difference. So don't delay. Start today. So we are under a lean-to up here closest to Rainbow Bridge. We do not want to get any closer. This is a sacred place, and we have been asked to stay, you know, further back from it. So we're going to honor that. But we are 98 degrees in the shade right now at 10:30 in the morning, which I think is kind of funny because you hear that all the time, right? It's 98 degrees in the shade. It is actually 98 degrees in the lean-to shade.
Hey, Rachel.
Yes.
We're supposed to be doing a live stream right now.
We are supposed to be doing a live stream, but instead we are going to be having a little barbecue.
What are we having?
We are having the most adorable cucumber sandwiches I've ever seen. It looks like it is going into a tea party at Alice in Wonderland. We have a salad, a simple salad, just some lettuce and green peppers. And then over here, Holly has cooked up some delicious chicken. We've got wings and we have legs. And then the kiddos prepared some of the keto chow core pudding.
That's just for me. We're not sharing that with anybody.
You're sharing it.
No. Are you eating my cheese?
I just wanted to check and make sure that the baby Swiss is still terrible. Check.
Yeah, you keep putting it in your mouth.
What you doing?
Doing what I yell at you about.
Okay.
I'm eating without vlogging.
So what is on your plate today? Because one looks like there's very gray matter there with butter on top of
Actually,
it.
really good. So I've got perfectly cooked eggs.
Okay.
Some kind of sausage. I think it's like a kielbasa. Regular sausage. Bacon. And then the kids made blueberry pancakes with keto chow. And they're really good when you put butter on top. And then what you do is you take a piece of the pancake and you dip it in this amazing gravy from the eggs.
Nasty. Okay, so I actually think that Audrey had a way better way of eating this. She used the pancakes as her bread and she put the meat and eggs on the inside and made a breakfast sandwich.
It was a taco.
I think that Audrey did your breakfast better.
The kids did really good. Rachel,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I am prepping for dinner.
You look like you're doing more than prepping.
I am cooking up a little bit. We're going to be having some stuffed peppers, stuffed sweet peppers, stuffed with sausage and cream cheese. And we have some mushrooms, so I'm making a quick hash out of the stumps, some breakfast sausage, a little bit of bacon, just basically the leftovers I like to make a hash out of at home. And so that's what we're doing. Okay, this is my best shot of getting above the water surface, is utilizing this thing that helps you like kind of prop up. So we're gonna try it and hopefully, we'll be able to do this. Okay, you're letting go of the rope. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, we can't stay tethered to the shoreline and also drive the boat.
Holly, what is this thing called?
It's called an aqua buddy. You sit on it and it holds your body out of the water.
I need an aqua
And you
buddy.
just leave it behind once you get up. Just
Hold
sit
it
in it.
behind you with both handles.
Okay.
Just put it behind her.
Yeah, and then you'll just sit in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now the
Rope.
board.
Yes.
Oh, let's untie it.
They hit it.
Let go!
Let go!
Let go!
Let go of the thing! Hit it.
You got up.
I got up. We do have photographic evidence that it did happen. I would like enough for like a 30-second reel.
They hit it.
Hit it.
You did it.
This thing was really cool.
Okay, hit it.
Stand up.
Alright, he's got this. 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 Alright,
You didn't want to try your knees?
If you lay down on the mechanical bull, you never get knocked off of the mechanical bull. So just drape yourself across the mechanical bull like a blanket, which is what I did. I could not get up on my knees.
You were halfway there. You just didn't have the confidence to get up.
I knew that the moment I did, I would fall off, and I actually enjoyed being like towed around.
Hand me the board.
So
Did you like it?
that was fun.
We figured you were not getting off until we stopped. You were not going to flip off.
Hey, holding on was a big deal. I held on. It is a Friday night feast here on top of the boat. We have all kinds of things tonight. We've got cut up avocado. We have some shrimpies. We have steak on the grill. And we're also cooking up some onions, peppers, mushrooms, and I have a salad, which I forgot in the refrigerator. So there's a steak underneath this lettuce and avocado. And I got the bacon wrapped sweet peppers that have the onions in them because why not?
Okay, so I have some steak, onions, and peppers. I've got some of those bacon wrapped peppers stuffed with sausage. I've got a little salad here, and I don't know, afterwards we'll see if I want to have shrimp, but steak and bacon, that's like perfect for me.
Hello. Where it is dark, we're enjoying like a nighttime boat ride with Steve and Holly, and it's just so peaceful here. I'm having Joe take some pictures for days when it seems a little chaotic so that I can just go back to my happy spot. This is definitely going to be my happy spot, pictures of this. Okay, so it is go home day, and I'm sad because we've had so much fun. We forgot to film breakfast because we were just enjoying the last bits of conversation here on this peaceful lake. It's really, really nice this morning. The temperature is absolutely perfect. It was leftovers day though, so nobody really missed anything. We enjoyed some shrimp, eggs, bacon, some wrapped stuffed peppers, all kinds of stuff today. It was kind of like a buffet.
So this has been an amazing trip. And I'm so grateful to Chris and Miriam and Steve and Holly for allowing us to tag along on their vacation.
And the kids, because it was their vacation as well, their last splash before they get to school on a Monday. But we were just so thankful for the opportunity to share this time with them. And it was a beautiful experience.
So what was your highlight of the entire week?
The conversations, to be honest. Floating in the water, just enjoying friendship was really, really special because we could just be us. And honestly, I was really surprised at how 11 people on a boat just all got along.
Nobody killed each other.
I wasn't sure like if everybody would get along or get on each other's nerves, but it was such a beautiful, restful place. And there's lots of, opportunities for pockets of just floating by yourself. So I think that if you did want to just unwind by yourself, you could do that. You could go for a hike, you could float in the water. But mostly I found that everybody just enjoyed being together. We played a card game that the kids taught us called Scum yesterday. That was definitely a highlight of the trip for me as well, to just play cards. It reminded me of when our kids were young, so I really appreciated the Bears sharing their kids with us so I could have like a taste of summers past. I thought it was just a precious time.
So there were a lot of things for me that were an amazing takeaway. First of all, the scenery. Being out here on the water, looking around at, the different rock formations, the memories that came back of being a child on a lake, spending my entire summer on a lake, water skiing, tubing, hanging out. It was great. I love the fact that I was able to do things that I didn't think I would ever do again in my life.
Yeah.
The hike up to Rainbow Bridge was great, but doing the knee board, trying the water skiing. I mean, I got up, I just didn't stay up. Chose to not try again because didn't want to scare Rachel.
That was for me.
Same thing with the surfboard. But honestly, the highlight for me was seeing you get up on the surfboard.
I'm really, really thankful that Steve and Holly were so gracious in sharing their boat with us. It was a really cool experience. And I find that the Bears and the Larrabees are both very patient with us. The fact that we're super novices in a lot of ways, right? They're just really patient to let us kind of figure it out, you know, how to do things, and just it was just such a beautiful experience. I'm so thankful for it.
So we are on our way back from Lake Powell, and our friends wanted to show us a place called Horseshoe Bend.
This is absolutely breathtaking, and I'm so glad that we didn't miss it. The plants here are very different, Joe.
Yeah, this is a very different experience for us because we're used to like just lime rock and flat grass, and to be here like basically in the desert where, you know, everything is just like this red sand and clay, and you see like sagebrush. You know, it's a very different experience for looking at the landscape, and then the heat is very different for us.
So different. I actually was glad we stopped at Walmart on our way over here because I needed some lip balm because my lips are definitely not used to this environment. Wow, this is an incredible view.
This has been an amazing journey, and it's funny, as we were walking out through basically the desert, I was like, where are we going? I mean, it's the desert. We've seen the desert all week long in the middle of a lake. And then you get here and you're like, okay, like this was worth the 1.5 mile round trip walk.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at this view. Absolutely breathtaking.
But it's definitely worth a trip. I would definitely suggest if you're out in this area, stop here. It's worth the walk. And you know what? Again, as we keep talking about all week, fitness is freedom.
Absolutely. Without taking our health back, we would never be able to experience the beauty that is right here all around us.
Now that is going to be the end of this vacation and the end of this vlog. Now if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm going to put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.